Absolutely massive weekend in the title race. Manchester City at home to Brentford today, and Arsenal travel away to West Ham tomorrow. And it is huge for both clubs. Let's start with Man City. Obviously, they had that disappointing result against Everton. A lot of people see it as a point gained in the end. They were 3-1 down. I tend to agree. It does keep them in with the hope of the title. A lot of people have been saying they're bottling it. Look, we can all have our bants. One thing you can't say about Man City and put against them is that they're bottlers. They've been there, they've done it, they've done it on numerous occasions, and they've come through big situations and they've come out on top. And that's why they're called the Big Blue Shark. So it's not a bottling, but they're not the City of old. Without Rodri, they look very susceptible at the back. I feel like they can't dictate games in the midfield without Rodri. Now, he is rumoured to be back. That's what Pep said. At what level of fitness or match sharpness, we don't know. But look, Brentford are chasing a European spot themselves. They've got Bournemouth just ahead of them, who Man City have also got to play, and they've got it all to play for. They're not on the beach. They're not on holiday yet. They're not just seen at the end of the season. Do you know what I mean? They've got one of the most informed strikers in the Premier League right now, and I think they can really cause Man City problems if Rodri is not available to play or start. Now, let me caveat that with, if Rodri plays and he is fit and match sharp, I feel like City go on and win all their remaining games. That's what I feel like. I feel like without him, there is a chance they will drop points. Now, I had it that they'd drop points in this Brentford game and not the Everton one. I actually thought they'd win the Everton one. But I feel like this is a massive test for them. And look, they can come through tests. They're a fantastic team. But let's see how they get on. I'll be back in Brentford, obviously, because I'm an Arsenal fan. But, I would not be surprised. I don't think anyone would be surprised if City come through their remaining games undefeated. Now, let's move on to Arsenal away at West Ham. And I don't really like the narrative that's going around. A lot of fans, maybe rival fans, but I've seen it from Arsenal fans as well, saying that it's a very tough game. West Ham are fighting for their lives. And I take that into account. And I agree, it's going to be somewhat of a tough game. It always is going away to West Ham. It always is in a kind of, London derby game. However, they are fighting for their lives. But we're also fighting for a Premier League title. We're also just got through to a Champions League final. So they're fighting for their lives. We're fighting for a title. We have to lose this mentality of, oh, it's massive because the other team. We need to start believing in what our team's doing. And I feel like this new system that Arteta's put in place with Marzu Skelly in the midfield, Rice dropping into the six, Saka back to somewhat of his best form we've seen recently. I know they're still doing some game management with him in terms of minutes, but I feel like that working. Victor Yoker's running the channels fantastically, popping up with some big important goals like the one at Fulham, like the penalty against Atletico Madrid. I can't see no reason why we can't go and steamroll West Ham this weekend. And if we do, we beat West Ham, I feel like the title is ours. Come on, Arsenal.